Hi guys, welcome to my very first YouTube video. So for those who don't know me, my name is Anel. I'm a nurse practitioner and I currently work at a weight loss center. I absolutely love everything that has to do with weight loss and wellness in general. I've previously been sharing more of my journey and knowledge on TikTok, but this year I decided, okay, let me step in more into the YouTube world. So with that said, I recently shared on TikTok how I was able to lose 15 pounds, I was able to gain muscle, and I was able to lose fat. And I think it was just a span around 5 months of doing that. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you guys exactly how I did it. So first things first, I used to be the person that thought maybe if I drink this tea or maybe if I do crazy amounts of cardio, I can start losing fat. And not to say that there are supplements or cardio that aid in weight loss, but I'm telling you right now that the only thing that's going to help you lose weight, it's going to help you lose fat, is if you put yourself in a calorie deficit. Once I put myself in a calorie deficit, I started seeing the results in my physical appearance. I started seeing the inches go off. This is coming from someone that was constantly going to the gym, was trying all different types of exercises, was trying all different types of diets, and not seeing any results. So now I understand that in order to lose fat, in order to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit and you need to burn more calories than you consume. There's just honestly no way around it. Okay, so you may be asking yourself exactly how do I put myself in a calorie deficit? So first thing you need to know is what is your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. So basically what that means, how many calories you burn with just your day-to-day activities. That could mean literally laying down, walking to the supermarket, what you do on a daily basis. So at the weight loss center I currently work at, we do a specific breathing test that analyzes the patient's BMR. However, if you don't have the means to go to a clinic like this, or there's not one near you, then there are other simple tests that you can do to see what your basal metabolic rate is. So one of the tests that you can do is literally just tracking how many calories you eat a day. You can do that for a week and then get an average number out of that and be like, okay, this is what I typically eat. Now I know what number I have to take away from it to put myself in a calorie deficit. Another thing that you can do, which is basically what I did, you can multiply your current weight by 14. With that said, if you're the type of person that goes to the gym and is working out constantly, like at least 3 to 4 times a week, then you would multiply your weight by 15. When I started my calorie deficit, I was already going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes 5. So I multiplied my current weight by 15. So at the beginning of my calorie deficit, I was at 1,994 calories, which was my basal metabolic rate. And I took away 500 calories from that to put myself in a calorie deficit. And 500 calories is a good estimate that you should take out to put yourself at a good calorie deficit, make sure you're losing weight, and make sure that you're going to be losing fat in the process. Okay, so we put ourselves in a calorie deficit. Now what do we do? So the next step is honestly something that a lot of people find challenging, but if you really want to make sure that you are in a calorie deficit, then the next step is to really make sure you are tracking your food. So during my calorie deficit, I use MyFitnessPal. And if you just want to track your calories and you don't want to do anything else, then you don't have to purchase the premium version. The free version would be enough. So for example, on this day, I was at 1,295 calories. And I had around 200 calories to spare, so I could easily have like another protein bar or a low calorie snack to finish off my calories for the day. Now, in order to remain in a calorie deficit, you have to make sure you are tracking every single ingredient you're consuming. So for example, here for breakfast, I put in how many bacon slices I had, the exact serving of potatoes, how many tablespoons of egg whites I'm having. If you don't track precisely what you eat, you can put yourself at risk of eating more calories than you should be eating, and therefore you're not really going to be in a calorie deficit. And honestly, I can't tell you how many patients I've had that tell me, I'm in a calorie deficit, why am I not losing weight? That's probably because you're not tracking correctly, you're not putting everything you're eating, so technically you may not even be in a calorie deficit, which is why you're not seeing any progress. Okay, so we put ourselves in a calorie deficit and we know how to track our calories, but there are a few extra things that I did in my weight loss journey that I wanted to share with you guys. So one of the things I did was I made sure to specifically track my protein intake. And the reason I did that was because by tracking my protein intake, I was making sure I wasn't losing muscle, I was making sure I was boosting my metabolism, and I was making sure that I was burning fat in the process. So the simple way to know how much protein you should be eating is multiplying your weight by 0.8. Now, if you're the type of person that's moderately active and goes to the gym, then you will multiply your weight by 1.2. And you can take the extra step and upgrade to the premium version of FitnessPal, so that way you can make sure you're tracking your protein correctly and making sure you're hitting your grams total for the day. So for example, on this day, I did pretty good on my protein intake, and I literally only need 1 gram left to hit my protein goal. Another tip that I would share with you guys is drink your water. I cannot tell you how many of my patients don't have any change in their weight because they don't drink enough water. So if you have to put a reminder on your phone, if you have to get yourself a motivational jug, but do something to make sure that you're drinking at least half your body weight in water and making sure that you're not retaining water. That brings us to the end of this video. I hope it was helpful for anyone who's just getting started or is already in their weight loss journey. Let me know if there's any other topics you guys want me to cover in upcoming videos. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, guys.